Yeah, I'm not too sure if you guys have been following this story, but to do with Cameron Sutton, our ex-cornerback has been on the run, I think, from police for like 2 or 3 weeks. With his or charged, he's been charged now for domestic violence. Now, I was steering clear of this conversation, just watching from afar on Twitter land to see what's happening, right? And I was kind of fearing the worst when the guy wasn't turning up at all. Even Mike Tomlin got asked a question about Cameron Sutton, I think. And then Mike Tomlin kind of, deterred the answer and was business as usual, right? But Cameron Sutton, via this article, has now been found. So if you guys have been keeping up with this story, pretty crazy. So Sutton has been turned himself in. Former Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback Cam Sutton turned himself into Hillsborough County Police and was arrested on Sunday. That's your Sunday today. The county sheriff's office announced Sutton's attorney notified the police that Sutton would turn himself in, and he did on Sunday, 8:24 p.m. So very, very, very recent news. The Detroit Lions released Sutton after a warrant for his arrest and was publicized in Hillsborough County, Florida last week on a domestic violence charge. Now, what happened was, I think it was last week or the week before. Yes, domestic violence is, you shouldn't do that, right? Nobody should do that. Nobody should be hitting anyone. It's a guy, girl, woman, whoever. Just keep your hands to yourself. I'm not saying like the Cam's in the right, but at the same time, it was a very interesting story to watch because now another receiver, I'm pretty sure, is on the run again for a car accident that happened with the Chiefs. Was it the Rice guy? I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with all these news stories out there. But Cameron Sutton, 100%, if he's found, to be in the wrong, on the wrong side of the law and did what he did, he should deserve justice. At the same time, though, it's a good result that he's been found because you didn't want to hear a story in 3 or 4 days' time that Cameron Sutton was laid face down in the ditch or whatever it may be, right? He was still a quarterback for us. I enjoyed watching him play. I think we all did. He's probably a horrible person for what he did, and that's why he's finally turned himself in. That's the right cause of action, to be a man. And if you did wrong and what you did was horrible, then turn yourself in and face the consequences, right? But as a Steeler, man, it was pretty fun to watch back in the day. Remember Sutton being on a team. We have Mike Hilton. They kind of gave Sutton the contract, and they didn't. Mike Hilton went to the Bengals, right? So yeah, it says here, Sutton, 29, has been wanted by police for 3 weeks after the alleged domestic violence incident in Hillsborough County. Sheriff's Department announced earlier this month they were searching for Sutton. The Lions said that at the time they were investigating the matter. Their next update came last Thursday afternoon with his release. Now, Sutton has been released by the Lions, and I don't know if any team's going to pick him up with what he's going through. He's now turned himself in. He's going through, with the full consequences of the law. And if he did bad, he should suffer that result. But I think over a good result, guys, and that being happy Easter Sunday to everyone out there, it's good to see that he's okay. We don't want to hear these stories where these NFL players who, we cheer for, we support, we do all those things. Sometimes we go on the other end where we don't cheer for them. When we dislike them, like Kenny Pickett or Mason Rudolph back in the day, or even my mate Chase Claypool. You don't want to hear bad things about them, that where they get themselves into situations and you hear some really bad news in some tragic events, right? But today is a good result that Cam Sutton has turned himself in, and he's now going to go into deal with the consequences for his actions. Now, I did go just to highlight some stats with us, right? He was a cornerback for us from 2017 all the way to 2022. So he played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. 6 years as a Steeler. Had over 101 games in his career. So his career might be done, unfortunately, with the actions and things that he did in this alleged domestic assault, that he might be done, right? He might be gonskis. But he was with the Steelers for 6 years. He played 84 games, 39 starts, 8 interceptions, forced fumbles, the lot, right? Tackles here and there. So Cameron Sutton has put himself in a really bad situation, but now, thankfully, he's turned up to the police, and he's going to have to suffer those consequences of, like I said, of his actions. Anyways, just want to break that news from Steelers now. I'll put that in the article below. So 29-year-old, his NFL career is probably done, to be honest. It's going to be, yeah, he allegedly assaulted a woman in a home in Florida March 7th. Police were called, but Sutton had fled the scene before they had arrived. He remains on the loose with the sheriff, including a description of his post, yada, 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 of his vehicle, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure we'll hear more news about this as it goes into the season, but I highly doubt that Sutton will come back to any team to be a cornerback. He's a good player, but I highly doubt that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Easter Sunday. If you do celebrate Easter, fantastic. If you don't, hopefully have some time off to sit around with friends, have a good time, have some beverages, eat some good food, and just enjoy each other's company. I had a good time this weekend playing pickleball, coaching pickleball, went out with my mate, had a few drinks, and today I'm just kind of chilling out. And I saw this story broke, and I was like, do I talk about it? Don't I talk about it? We'll talk about it, right? It's breaking news. It's an ex-Steeler that played for our organization that we love so much. And if some people didn't get the news via Twitter or Facebook, then maybe you found the news via Steelers Nation Australia. Bloke in his room, talking Steelers. And yes, we got a good result. Cameron Sutton is safe. And now he's going to have to deal with the consequences that he made 3 or 4 weeks ago. He was on the run, and now he's in jail for the moment. Alrighty, guys, you enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. I'm going to go back downstairs, chill out more, watch some more sports, some rugby league, have a good time. And yeah, we've got some Steelers stuff coming up. Omar Khan, I think, is not done yet. Omar Khan isn't done yet. The draft's about four weeks away, and things are moving slowly into the offseason. That is training camp and getting ready for a big season for our Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll see you guys later.